So if for some reason you need to pop off of this call, something comes up, I will send out a recap after the class today that will include a link to my YouTube channel where you can watch this recording and any of the other recordings I've done and classes I've done in the past. So first thing we want to talk about is why it's important to have an online profile and really what your brand is. So there's two parts to your online branding. One is, of course, going to be your visual identity. So we're going to talk a little bit about why it's really important to have just one headshot that you're using. And then the other is your business promise. So this is going to be like a quick tagline or your bio, and having those be the same and consistent on each of the different profiles that you can have as a real estate agent. So it's really important to keep those consistent, those two things, as we get started here. The benefits of having a brand when you're online is that you are easily differentiated from other agents. So, you know, maybe they saw your headshot on Facebook and now they're looking you up, just a generic organic lookup on Google. They're able to easily identify you and differentiate you from any competitors you might have out there. And that's going to help your business stand out from others in the industry. And also it helps increase the trust and loyalty. So the more they see you, the more consistency there is, the more familiarity that grows. And then with that familiarity, of course, we get trust. So we want to keep those in mind as we go through the different online profiles. And I'm so sorry, I forgot to shut my office door. So give me just 1 second. Probably hearing my dog tap around and my husband in the background. I apologize for all of that. Okay, so today we are going to go through what we're going to need to get started. And then we're going to head to our Coldwell Banker profiles. We're going to talk a little bit about the website, not so much since we're going to be getting the new platform with Moxie here in just under a month. But we're going to talk about Zillow, Realtor.com, some of the social media sites, Google business. And then I'm going to include a slide for you on Yelp, but we're not going to dive into Yelp. That's pretty much a preference thing for real estate agents. I don't think it's a necessity. It's really a necessity for, say, restaurants and things like that. Not so much for the real estate agent, but there's some helpful information on how to set that up that will be emailed out to you. Okay. So first thing we're going to talk about, a little bit fast, is what we're going to need today. You're going to need a headshot. You're going to need a cover image, and by that you want a long, landscape photo that you can use at the header of your Facebook business, LinkedIn, and Realtor.com pages. You're going to need to know your license number and your MLS ID. So those two things we're going to need, and then our social media links, you're going to probably want to put those maybe into a Word doc so you're not having to bounce around to go grab them every single time. And then our logos. And logos are located in in a brand serve on desk. And I can send a couple out if you need those as well with the recap here today. So again, headshot, cover image, bio or a bio video. There's a few spots you can put a video as opposed to a written bio. You can put the written bio as well, though. License number, MLS ID, social media links, and logos. Okay, so we're going to head into ColdwellBankerHomes.com. This should, or CB Homes admin, which is available to you via desk. This should be done for you by your sales support administrator in your office when you're onboarded. So if you're just joining Coldwell Banker, you want to make sure to make an appointment with your sales support administrator, SSA as we call them, and get completely set up. You need to put your MLS ID into your CB Homes admin. You want to put all of your links in there. You want to upload your headshot, and you want to make sure that your contact information is correct. You also can add a bio and a bio video to your ColdwellBankerHomes.com profile. And all agents get a profile on Coldwell Banker Homes. You do, however, have the option of having it not be displayed. So if for some reason, maybe this is just a side job for you and you want to be able to hang your license somewhere and you don't really want a online presence, we can turn that profile off for you. We're also going to talk today about, and we're going to do a live demo here in just a moment, but we're going to go into Desk and go to your profile manager on Desk. This is a relatively new step for you to take in the profile management class, and what you should be doing. This is where all of the information that's going to be here in your Desk profile is what's going to feed into the Moxie suite. So if you're using Moxie Present for your listing presentations, which I hope you are, you can access your about information via the profile on Desk. Zillow, we're going to talk about making sure we log in and create an account that's not a consumer account. There are 3 types of accounts that you can create with Zillow. You can create a team account, you can create a professional account, and you can create a consumer account. For the team and the professional, you actually need to go to the Zillow Agent Premier Agent Hub to log in via that platform versus going to Zillow and logging in. There is a little link where you can log in as a professional, but I feel like it's just a more direct pathway to take. So we're going to take a look at that. Realtor.com, same situation, where you can create a team and a professional account. You do not want to log in via Realtor.com. That's going to create a consumer account for you. So we need to go to the Realtor.com Agent Hub, and we're going to do the same stuff there that we do everywhere else. We're going to update our headshot. We're going to update our bio. One good thing to note is as soon as you joined your board and joined NAR, Realtor.com syndicates or has its feed come directly from NAR. So even if you've never been to Realtor.com to create a profile for yourself, you are going to have a profile there. And that's because it's feeding directly from NAR. So this is something that you want to make sure you do because it can potentially list your home address versus your brokerage address. It can be giving out information that NAR may have that you may not want to be public facing. So it's important to make sure that you set up your Realtor.com. One of the added things too is that I run into a lot of agents who are not uploading a cover image. So it's nice to have that cover image ready to go before we head into this platform so that you can keep it consistent. So you're going to need both a cover image and headshot for Realtor.com. Facebook business page, you do need to create a personal account if you do not have a Facebook account to create a business page. Why is it important to have a business page? 2 reasons. One, if you are going to try and set up any automated posting for yourself, you are not going to be able to do that without having a business page. The second reason is if you ever want to run any boost ads or Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you need to have a business page for that as well. So it's just really good idea to have it set up. And it's also what we're trying to do here is no matter where somebody is frequently online, if they search for you, they're able to find the same consistent information. So even if you're not trying to be an influencer, it's very important to have at least your Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn accounts set up. Instagram is going to be done from your mobile device. I can answer a couple questions here, but we're not going to have a live demo of Instagram today. But I do have a step-by-step of how to set up your Instagram for a business, and we'll include that in the recap. There's also some checklists here for you to include. And again, you can sync your Facebook business with your Instagram business profile and post to your business suite on Facebook, and it'll post to both. So there's a way to kind of condense the amount of social media that you'll need to do, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. LinkedIn is a professional website. So you know, this isn't somewhere that I really encourage my agents to go to post a lot of stuff. But you may potentially have somebody who's on LinkedIn all the time. Maybe they work in HR. Maybe, you know, they're a recruiter. They may be very active on LinkedIn. So it's important to have a profile here. It's also your professional. It's almost like your resume online. So you want to make sure that you complete that. Again, you'll see here there is a cover image and a headshot that's also required for the LinkedIn setup. Okay, and then Google My Business is incredibly important to have. It helps with your search engine ranking. We want to make sure we go in there, we add all of our links, our hours. They used to make you verify your account with a postcard. They have kind of, since this whole COVID shutdown, and an article I read, due to kind of a lack of employees, they've made it a little bit easier, not requiring all the time the verification via postcard. Sometimes they'll just send you a text verification code to set up your business account. But we're going to talk about what that is and what that does for your business, and how much easier it makes your website and your information accessible from the public on Google Business. Okay. And then, of course, here's some information on Yelp, how to claim or create your page. We are, again, not going to go into this because this is kind of like a 50-50 with agents, but if you need assistance with it, your field marketing specialists can help you set that up. All right, so I'm gonna pause real quick just to see if we have any questions, and then I am gonna jump right into, we're gonna start off actually with desk and then go into our RE websites and social media. So just check the chat here. And I don't see any questions. Does anybody have any questions so far? Pretty much just kind of an overview of the different platforms. Okie dokie. Good stuff. All right. So first up, we're going to go to CB Homes Admin. So CB Homes Admin is what is the information that's housed there is what populates on your profile. And you just want to click in. You're going to get a little bit different view than what you're going to see for me, since I'm staff and can search all the agents. But we'll just pop into, say, Tracy's account here and use this as an example. Right here is where you're going to go ahead and upload that headshot. Just click into edit photo, and you want to adjust the cropping so that your face is centered, and you're getting the largest view you can. It gives you a little bit of a preview there, and hit save. You can view your live profile here. One of the things that needs to be added is, of course, our MLS ID. That makes sure that you're tied to any of your listings coming through. So, pop in, add what MLS you're a member of, and then add your MLS ID. Social media, this is where you want to add your website link, Facebook link, Twitter, whatever social platforms you're on. You want to add those in here. Awards, it's going to populate for you automatically. And if you have any special designations, say you've got your senior or your SRES, you can add those in here. Languages, this is important to add, especially for those of you out there that speak multiple languages. On the Coldwell Banker Homes website, you can actually search for an agent by the language they speak. So if you do have that extra language in your pocket, it's a good plan to add that here. And then, of course, your bio and your video. If you want to add in those two, you just need a Vimeo or a YouTube link. You can put a little introduction to it, and then you want to put your biography here. Double check the formatting once you paste into here, especially if you're pasting from Word. Sometimes you're going to get those weird symbols, translating the text there. So make sure you run through it. Sometimes you'll get a little bit with the spacing as well, if you got multiple paragraphs and things like that. So once you paste it, double check it. Don't just trust that it's going to be correct right off the bat. Any of the information that you're seeing here, if it is incorrect, you are not going to be able to make changes, neither will your office staff. That is actually a request we have to send to our NorCal licensing department. So if you are seeing some kind of mistake here, or if you want to change your preferred name, things like that, that's all going to be done through licensing. It's a pretty quick process and turnaround on that, but we do need to send that into licensing. So reach out to your sales support administrator if you are running into that. Let's take a look at what a live view of your profile looks like. Once you add in your website and your links, those will all be here. Once you add your bio, it'll be down here. Your bio video will be down here as well. And all your contact information that's there for the licensing. So that is what you get from CV Homes admin. Any questions? Any issues? Okay, cool. Next up, we're going to go into our desk profile. So back to desk, and we just want to go up into the top right of the screen to our avatar and hit my profile. And you'll see something a lot different here. Us staff, we can't make any changes to our profile because of we're locked in from Trident. But you'll be able to add in your information, your bio, your links. That'll all be there for you to do. So not a great example from that one, but you should see that capability if you pop in there yourself. Okay. Next up, we're going to go into our Zillow and Realtor.com. And now I'm in another agent here for the purposes of today's demo. You do have to have a real estate license to create a Zillow Premier Agent profile. That wasn't always the case, but that did change about 1.5 years ago. If you want to make any edits to your profile, you're just going to go into and hit profile, which is where we are right now. And then you want to go and click edit. Okay, so the profile information, first name, last name, any pronouns you want to add for yourself. Let's go ahead and change her screen name so we got capitalized letters here. All right, real estate agent, broker, mortgage lender. So these are all the professional licenses you need to have that Zillow profile. Your professional title, so this could be broker associate, this could be realtor, real estate agent, team, whatever that is here that you want to put in there. Coldwell Banker, your brokerage name is going to be Coldwell Banker Realty. Okay, so if some of you haven't checked this in a while, you may still have Coldwell Banker Residential Mortgage Company or brokerage. You're going to want to go ahead and change that. Your address here for your office, check that. Add in any phone numbers that you'd like. If you have this here, you do not need to verify your license again. So just a heads up there, I've run into, and you can see an example here. Other professional licenses, it's been verified twice. So we only need to just verify that license in this first section here. Service areas, you can add multiple areas, so it doesn't just need to be Castro Valley. Perhaps we put in Oakland, and we just hit that enter bar and it'll add those additional areas of service. And that's important to do because when they go to search for a realtor, they can put in a particular city. And unless you have your cities listed here, you may not show up on the search results for the consumer on the consumer site. So make sure you add in your top, 5 to 10 cities that you provide service in. Additional languages, of course, again, very important to do. What your specialties are, if you have any property management or any other real estate. Your profile video here needs to be from YouTube, the link here, website, and then any of your social media platform links you want to add there. Just hit submit, and that will save those changes. You can also go in to edit the About Me section, so this section here, and then if you want to change any of your account settings. If you need to add some of your past sales, so say there's not a bunch, or you've been on the buyer side a few times and it's not directly pulling in from the MLS, you can add a sale. It's pretty easy to do. You just go into add sale, and then you want to search that address. Once you find the address, you can say add, I believe it's like add agent or add sale, and then save that, and that's going to add those past sales for you. So if you're not seeing it automatically pull up, mainly this happens for the buyer sides, then you want to make sure to come in here and know that, or note that on your account profile. Okay, there's a bunch more you can do in here. You can also, you can link Zillow to your CRM. You can do a bunch of other stuff, but main focus of today is going to be making sure that your profile itself is set up. You can edit your photo by just hovering on top and clicking that edit photo. You can upload a new one, or, we're going to keep the same one for her and submit since it's already been updated. Okay, any questions with Zillow? It's a quiet class today. It must be, it's like Friday, get out of town kind of vibes. Okay, well then I'm going to bounce over to Realtor.com. If you don't feel comfortable, asking the questions in here, feel free to respond to the email that you get as the recap, and I will answer any of those questions there. Your Realtor.com, again, I think the easiest way, if you've never, I'm actually going to pop over to my other browser here. I want to show everybody real quick. The easiest way to create your account, if you're brand new to Realtor.com, is to go into Realtor.com, the actual consumer platform, and then go to Find Realtor and search yourself. Because you've joined the board, you're going to have that there already. So you just want to pop into your account. And if you go to your profile and scroll to the bottom, it says, "Are you Isabel?" and edit profile. If you click edit profile, it's going to bring you to the create an account page. You do need your MLS ID to verify your account and to connect to your account with the profile that's there. So just an easy route to take. But in the recap, I will include links to all of the agent platforms, so that you're not just wandering around trying to find where it is you're supposed to be logging in at. Okay, so profile, manage profile. You can change your photo here. There's gonna be a placeholder here, so it's gonna look like there's a photo there, but you're gonna want to upload your own. We have cover images or banner images available to you in brand serve. And you can just search it using the keyword cover, and it should populate with quite a few. We've got some interiors and exteriors, skylines, and different things that you can use as your cover image. You want to go through a lot of the information is going to be pulling through directly from NAR, but you're going to need to put in your, number experiences, all of that good stuff. So languages spoken, anything that you need to edit here in your profile. And you can just do that by clicking this edit link here, and it'll open those up for you. And you can change any of the information that you need, add in your service areas, add in your specialties. Your designations automatically come in as soon as they hit the NAR site. They're going to pull directly in here, so you don't need to add any of your designations. Adding your Facebook and adding Twitter or any blogs that you want to, you can do here. It's a little confusing because when you add your Facebook account, it's going to ask you to log in to your personal one. Don't fret. It's going to only link it to your business page. So I did a little research on that, had that come up as a question, and it will connect to your business profile. Okay, any questions with Realtor.com? Again, you're just kind of going through the same process a couple of times, but we're ensuring that no matter where somebody looks you up, they're going to get the correct information and be able to get a hold of you, and that you look professional. Okie dokie, let's bounce over then to our social media. And first thing we're going to talk today about is our Facebook business. Now, hopefully, I don't know why I'm in that one. Let's go here. Okay, so Facebook business, you do again need to have a personal account to create your business page. Once you've created your personal one, you just hit these 9-dot menu here, and you can start up a new page. It'll walk you through it. You do have the option of setting up a template for service or for a business. Either one really works. The biggest difference between the two is what you're going to see here as your options, but we can change those. So, and you can rearrange these tabs here too. So business or service, either one works. And once you've created your account, you want to make sure you go in and add all of that fun about information. So you can do that here. If you go into About and go to Edit Page, you can start adding all of the different information that you need to here. A lot of, I guess you could say, online consultants, social media consultants say not to necessarily put your phone number in as on your contact information, but I say phooey to that because you're going to be able to get your phone number anywhere else. So you might as well have it easily accessible through Facebook as well. And then you want to make sure to take a little time after you've completed this. One of the biggest things is you want to, at some place in your information, include your license number. It doesn't necessarily need to be part of your handle, but it does need to be somewhere within the information on your business page. So make sure you're adding your license number in there. And then go to your settings and just run through this general information and take a little bit of time to familiarize yourself here and add in, change things like your profanity filter turned on. If you only want specific countries to be able to view your business page, you can differentiate which countries those are. The other thing to take time to jump into, of course, you want page info, but you want to go to your advanced messaging and make sure you have an automated message turned on. Actually, I think it's in messaging. Yeah. So you want to make sure you personalize this automated messaging. This is just what, and if you need more assistance on this, I actually have a recording of the Facebook for Pros class that I've done in the past. I can send it over to you. I don't want to deep dive into too much of this, but you should have an automatic message that responds to anybody reaching out to you. So mine is, for the quickest response, email me and have an awesome day. That's pretty much what everybody who messengers me gets. Okay, so I'm going to pause. Any questions with Facebook and getting that set up? Page info, pretty much what we were just looking at, but in a bigger scope. And you can come in and set your location, go through all of the rigmarole of your open times, and then add in any additional information here, change your price range, and that's about it. If you have an assistant, you can assign them page roles so that they can come in and post for you. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do in here, but if you're more interested in learning more about Facebook business pages, please take a class on that or reach out and I can send you a recording of the one I did. So no questions? Okay. Let's hop over to LinkedIn, then we'll just swing right along today, get everybody out of here pretty quickly. LinkedIn, again, not a whole to do here. You do want to have your resume sort of nearby so that you can add all of your past positions in there. You can add in your bio information. You just come in to edit your photos. You just click on the photo here and you can change the options here. Another banner image is necessary here. So just click that pencil icon and you're able to kind of rearrange and upload a new photo. Changing your information here. You just want to pop in. You're going to get prompted to do this if it's the first time you're creating the account as you create the account, but it is a good idea to do maintenance probably every 6 months to every year, just to run through, make sure you haven't changed a phone number or email address or something along those lines, and have that info there. And then you want to add in your past experience. And then it's nice to also visit some of your colleagues' pages and give some recommendations or endorse some of their skills. And that will increase traffic to your page or your profile so that they can endorse you and recommend you. So other than that, the only thing that we need to really talk about is the Google Business Profile. It's really simple to set up. It actually prompts you through every step of the way. The one thing you want to make sure you do, because you're going to be using the office address, you want to not claim the Coldwell Banker Realty business profile. So when it asks you if this is you're going to want to say no and continue on because you're your own entity, you're your own company. So you want to be, and you also want to use your name as the beginning of your business. So it would be Brittany Carruthers, real estate professional, or Tri-Valley real estate, I don't know, specialist, something along those lines. and keep that business name consistent throughout. You go in and you add in your business hours. You can add in a bio and services that you provide, the areas of service that you provide it to. You do want to have a couple maybe pictures that you can upload. You want to have the Coldwell Banker logo while you're creating this. And as an example, to show you what you get with that business profile, and I know there was an image on the slides, but let's go to Nibby Doss is a real estate agent in the Pleasanton office, and she's got her set up, I think, pretty well. We do need to change the name here, but Nibby Doss, Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, has our address, where we're located. This is also where I encourage all of my agents to get their reviews. Most people have a Gmail account and can easily leave you a review on Google. When you send someone to get a review and say you want to put it on Zillow, they have to create an account with Zillow. So you're actually sending your contacts to Zillow. So don't do it through Zillow anymore. Let's take away some of their power. Get your Google reviews here, and then you can take them and add them to your websites. And transpose them into a document that you can use in your listing presentations, that kind of stuff. This is where I've encouraged for about the last year and a half now all of my agents to capture their reviews. And then you can make posts as well. It's not super necessary too. If you've already created a business account and you're like, I don't know how to get to it, you actually just want to go to your Google browser and then hit the applications here, and you can find your business profile very easily here. It's one of the applications there, and it'll take you to your dashboard so you can make your updates. Okie dokie. Any questions? No questions. Okay. All right. Well, that concludes today's online profile class. We went pretty quickly, but I hope that was helpful for all of you out there. Tried to hit some of the points and some of the stuff that's different from platform to platform. Again, I will include a checklist in the recap so you can kind of run through each different platform. I'll send a recording of today's class. And then if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful Friday and weekend, everybody. Thanks.